here locally in the community. Make sure y'all go check out Meat Cat Bodies by Jeremy Jones.
Well, I thought it was stupid to come on here because it is the home run derby night, and I was told my partner in crime, my co-host, my compadre, my brother from another mother would be here, and lo and behold, he's trying to snatch a booty call off the wife. I guess I can't. But I watched Bobby Witt belt out a few home runs. He did pretty good. I missed the first one. Why? Because I really don't care. Had no money to bet on it. But as we said this morning, Calvin Johnson now is in the Pride of Lions Ring of Honor, as he should have been ever since he was made a Hall of Famer. Kudos to Rod Wood, Sheila Hamp, and Chris Spielman on mending that bridge with Calvin to get him in there. He deserves it. Somebody said, "Who would you rather have, AB or Calvin Johnson Jr.?" And I'm like going, Megatron. And he goes, "Well, it's closer than you think." No, it's not. AB was great until he got knocked out by Vontez Perfect, and he was never the same guy again. Good evening, Matt Henry. Good to see you. So the Monday mashup may not go as planned, but that's okay. I don't mind being here. Um, JJ McCarthy wants his signing bonus paid up front before he'll sign his contract, but you don't get the signing bonus until you sign your contract. Can anybody make this make sense to me? Or are these NIL kids coming out of college that greedy? Is this really what's going on? I don't get it. Can anybody make this make sense to me using those exact words? It makes no damn sense. I'm beginning to think NIL is not so good for the NFL. Everybody says, "Oh, it's going to make these guys be better and more mature with their money and be better about it and already have an idea of contract." I don't see it. I think it's just going to get worse as it goes down the road. Dwayne Keene, good evening to all. Yes, I'm glad we got a no bullshit, down to earth. Let's sign our guys and get it over with team. Not, I don't envy the Bears or Minnesota in this bit one. Not at all. Let's go Detroit Lions, one pride. Yes, sir. Let's win it again this year. Let's earn it. Let's win it again. For those that think we can't, get out of here. What's up, buddy? Conquito. Let's make an announcement. Buddy has entered the chat. Oh, I'm in a goofy mood tonight. It might be more comedy than actual news because there isn't any news. All we keep hearing about is people saying, Oh, I'm not going to sign till I get paid my signing bonus. In order to get your signing bonus, you got to sign the contract. Smoking Dad has entered the building. It's
awesome.
Oh boy. So I watched the video. He goes, "Woo! Yeah, there we go. Let's get that Ric Flair stuff going. Time to start using this board for what it's supposed to be for. If somebody gives a bad take, I'm going to throw this at them." It it's one of those nights. I don't know what to do. Part of me wants to stay on here and talk to you guys. Part of me wants to watch the home run derby. Part of me wants me to fire up Madden and actually see some football. We can do it again with our roster. It's better. Yes, yes, yes. 100%. The Lions can do it again with this roster. Will they? It's going to be decided on the field. That's the way I feel about it. We have about 27 teams in the NFL that has 17 winnable games on the schedule. The other ones have about 5. That's right. The other 5 teams got about 5. Where do you have Dak Prescott? In the top 10 or sitting just outside as a quarterback? Yeah, I used to be on David Pike's show at one time. As podcasters, we had a falling out. I have no problem with the person, and I'll leave it at that. I've I used to watch Micro Mike. I used to watch Detroit Lions on the Prowl. Um, I started out with We Are Lions Nation, and then created this. I got my first break on Detroit Lions on the Prowl on Free for All Fridays. I was one of the few podcasters that they'd let come on. "Oh, you like my show the best? Thank you, buddy. I just like being real about it. I like giving real answers and giving real solutions. I don't like talking about the rumor mills. I don't like talking about the clickbait stuff. If I do, I dispel it. That's how I work. I like giving the reasons why those rumors won't come true. But it's time for me to have more fun. And if somebody doesn't like it, they can just all right on my butt cheek. Don't care. Because all of us have opinions. You can either get upset or accept the fact that somebody's opinion is different than yours. I'd rather accept it, make fun of it, have fun, do something with it. Have I offended some people? I'm quite sure I have. Do I care? I'm not on Roku. I can say it. No fucks given. But thank you. Thank you, buddy. I'm glad you saw it earlier. I love it when I hear that people are watching my show even when I'm not live because it means it helps the whole algorithm with YouTube to promote shows. Sharing it so other people can see it. That helps us out too. That's why I don't just say subscribe and like. I ask people to share. We're sitting at 467 still. We haven't gained any since Saturday night, but I'm quite sure that'll change. It's been changing almost every other day now. I love just doing live shows. RXJ has entered. Welcome, RXJ. Hey, JB, good evening. Hope you're doing good. I'm doing fantastic. Yes, I was talking about Calvin Johnson. Calvin Johnson has been entered into the Pride of Lions Ring of Honor. His number will be retired and hung in the rafters, like Lem Barney, Billy Sims, Barry Sanders, Gary Danielson, Charlie Sanders, Lomas Brown, Kevin Glover. I don't even know if Benny Blades is up there yet, but it should be. Chris Spielman should be up there, but it's not because it's on Aleem's back right now, so they probably won't do it. Woke up to take my Geritol. What's the topic to say? There's really no topic. It's just you're having fun. I thought Von Doom was be here, but he's trying to get a booty call with his wife, so I'll let him slide. Yeah, I'll call him out live on the air. I have no fucks given. We're not live in Roku. The F bombs can be flowing like the waters of Capistrano. I don't normally do it a lot, but when I need to, like when we're talking about FTP or something like that, hell yeah, it's Bactapacus. Yep. I remember watching the Lions game in Chicago and they did the no catch call on Johnson. Such bullshit. And then they robbed us of another one against uh, Atlanta 2 weeks later. The Golden Tate touchdown that they called back. It is one of those nights where I really don't know what to do. But I like talking to you guys. You guys are my Lions family. Outside of the people I talk to on Messenger, this is what I love to do. I love talking with you guys. That's why I do it so often. Maddest I ever got. No, I think the year we started out 0-3 with Stafford right after we drafted Swift, when Swift dropped that touchdown right there in the end zone that hit him right in the house. Calvin could take it to the house on any play, anytime. Somebody said, let's compare AB to Calvin Johnson and who you taking. I'd ask everybody in the chat, but I'm quite sure everyone here feels the exact same way I do. I'd take Calvin Johnson twice and again on Sunday over AB. Yeah, I know. But I really don't like to talk about the ref screwings anymore because they're few and far in between anymore. Very few times are we getting screwed by the refs. It happens with certain teams every now once in a blue moon now. I hate that Dallas and Packers are the ones that it seems to happen with the most. That's the one that's irritating to me. But at the same time, till we get to a Super Bowl, guess what? I bet you those bullshit calls that keep us from being a number one seed will happen again. Once we get there, I think it's a different story. I think that's when we'll become more darling to the NFL. And yes, Calvin could take it to the house on any play at any time. I have him on the same tier as Jerry Rice and Randy Moss and Larry Fitzgerald. Those guys are the elites. Those four. That's the Mount Rushmore of wide receivers, in my opinion. Larry Fitzgerald and Jerry Rice were more the Amon Ra type of cats. Uh, Randy Moss was a deep threat like no other, and Calvin Johnson was a little bit of everything all rolled into one with the size of a tight end and the grace of a ballerina. Oh, Skip Bayless is leaving FS1. That means, well, Randy Moss with a deep threat like no other. And I hate that when that happens. Other than the Dallas call, I think been getting America's team respect. Eric Dalton, what's up? Good to see you, brother. I'm just getting ready to share this into Twitter because Twitter came up with a new rule that unless you're a premium subscriber to Twitter, you can't put your live stream on Twitter. You have to share it separate, which sucks. Just trying to get it out there. That way I'm legitly there. Right. We have been getting more of the America's team respect. And, technically, John Madden called us the America's team after we whooped the snot out of Dallas back in '91 at the Silverdome. A lot of people forget that. Detroit is now America's team. That's what he said. I used to have the T-shirt that I bought the next season. Ever since he wanted to rotate the Thanksgiving Day game that other owners wanted to turn down. That actually started with Pete Rozelle in 1963. He approached William Clay Ford Sr. about that. And he goes, "You guys didn't want it when we were the only team that'll do it. Now you want to take it from us because it's popular." No. And I kind of get it. We started the tradition. I'm sorry. I kind of agree. But at the same time, I would say, okay, I still want to be a part of it, but I want to be the away game every other year. That's what I think should happen. Let us go on the road. Lately, we've had a better road record than home record. And rumor is that Pete Rozelle told William Clay Ford Sr., well, fine. Good luck ever seeing a championship again. So there's your curse. It's not Bobby Lane. It's not any player that ever left this team. It's the curse of the commissioners. I love watching Lions anytime I can. Yes, sir. That is why I have what I think is the best streaming service out there. I use NFLHDTV.net. I love it. I pay $100 a year. NFLHD.TV. Check them out. Mine expires next month. $100 a year. No blackouts. I watch it on every single platform. I can send it to my TV through my. I want Goff getting more respect. Up, he's got to earn a little bit more. The fact he's even being mentioned in the top 10 is a lot more respect than he's gotten ever since he left. Which one player besides Goff could we not survive to a season-ending injury? I'm going to say it's somebody on the O line, either Sewell, Ragnow, or Decker. On the defensive side, I would say Hutchinson or Branch. Because we won games without Amon Ra before. We've won games without David Montgomery. We won a game without Gibbs. But if they were a season-ending injury, I think Ragnow would be the biggest one. He is the leader and the call out of the protections from Goff to the team. We all seen it. We lost 5 out of the 6 games he missed. Yes, meaning we win so convincingly the refs can affect the game 100%. If that defense is anywhere close to what it should be, we should be in that situation. We averaged almost 30 points a game and we gave up almost 30 points a game. It was a tale of two halves with the Lions. First half we gave up less than 14 points. Besides Goff, who has thrown for more passing yards in the last 6 years? Well, if you'd have asked me last year, I could have said Tom Brady, but he didn't play last year, so that don't count. Aaron Rodgers, his last completed pass was the year before that to Kirby Joseph, so he don't count. But at the same time, Goff's numbers the last 2 years with the Rams wasn't that good. And they weren't that good the first year with the Lions because Anthony Lynn was calling plays for not a quarterback like Goff. It got better at the end of the season. 100% Dwayne Keene. I love it. I try to watch every game because it's my team. Lions, Tigers, Red Wings, Pistons. Go Blue Michigan Wolverines. 100%. I'm in the same boat. Those are my teams. It's hard watching the Tigers at times. They've been doing really well lately. I'm impressed with how they finished before the break. Um, Getting series off of the 3 teams they did. That's pretty impressive. Holy smokes. You're in your car.
No, I'm
No?
in my bedroom.
Oh, enjoying a smoke, aren't you?
Mind your business. What do we got going on here tonight? Anything fun?
Just was talking about how Calvin Johnson is finally being put in the Pride of Lions Ring of Honor.
Oh, so
That
no, not
happened.
really.
That was announced today.
Nah.
I
Trying to
mean, but
overshadow NCAA 25, I see.
what? Not everybody has the early release.
Though I figured if I was buying that shit, I was getting early access.
Just think what it could be like without that offense, and that's why I said somebody asked who's the most important on offense other than Goff that we could lose to an injury that would be cat, catastrophic, and I said Ragnow.
Ragnar.
I think Ragnow is the linchpin of that offensive line. He calls out all the protections.
Yeah,
He
I can go with that.
Because think about it, he missed 6 games last year. We lost 5 of them.
So you're
We
saying that the other team should all stomp on his ankle when he's in the pile?
Shut your whore mouth.
Also, would
If
Goff getting hurt really be that big of a tragedy? I think anybody could step into that offense.
I understand that, but he said anybody but Goff. Other than Goff, what would be catastrophic? And I think I named it on the offensive side. And he goes, Iffy, Kirby, and Branch, who's the worst in coverage?
Iffy.
Yeah, it is Iffy. As much as I hate to say it, Iffy is great at everything but coverage. Because he
Yeah,
started as a corner, moved to safety, moved back to corner, moved back to safety. If he was great in coverage, he'd have stuck somewhere once.
he could play okay zone coverage, but his value is in the box.
Right. His value is tackling and blitzing.
Exactly, because he's strong. He
He,
jams people at the line.
he is slightly better in coverage than Tracy Walker. I'll give him that. Because he can get a pick if it hits him in the hand.
So he's a
Tracy
slightly
Walker.
faster version of Jamal Adams.
Right.
Hmm.
Damn. What'd you do to Mrs. Leonard? The kids are coughing.
That ain't on us, buddy.
I know I'm fucking with
That's on dumbasses that wanted to freaking start smoking.
you. Oh. All teams in Michigan rules. Hey, I'll go along with that, buddy Conquito. I know Dan Leonard doesn't think so. He thinks we're going to fall off and be a 9-8 or an 8-9 team.
They're definitely going to fall off. But also, just remember this: the Pistons are a Michigan team.
Yeah, I know. Don't care. They got 3 world championships.
Yeah, and they got a crackhead owner that makes Jerry Jones look legit.
He isn't that bad yet. I love the Wolverines, but I put up with the Spartans because my son loves them. I said, I'll tell you what. The only time I don't like the Spartans is when Michigan plays them. Kirby is by far. If you look, he is not our worst coverage. I swear on my life, he's not. He's gotten 4 interceptions a year. Um, he had the same stats as Kyle Hamilton.
Kyle
Matter-
Hamilton's a sexier pick. I don't care.
It may be sexier, but it's the same player, just he's not as tall.
He's not as fast either. He's not as flashy. That's why he didn't get ranked higher.
And that's why he's better because he does just as good as him.
I think Hamilton has a much higher ceiling, and Kirby just has a lower floor. A higher floor, I mean.
Well, let's put it this way. Kirby has had 8 interceptions over 2 years, 2 forced fumbles, 3 fumble recoveries, um, 2 sacks, 8 tackles for loss.
Okay.
Kyle Hamilton got his 2 sacks last year. Interceptions are not coverage. Interceptions do have to do with this coverage because he has to read the quarterback's eyes and jump the routes to get them. He is actually decent in coverage. He was better his rookie season when he was left at free safety and single high safety playing center field zone. Ask Leonard. We talk about this all the time.
We do. I just refuse to give him any credit
Say what?
because his name's. I said we do. I just refuse to give him any credit because his name's fucking Kirby.
PFF. I don't care about PFF. The stats are the same as Kyle Hamilton. And Kyle Hamilton's rated as PFS 4th best safety. So if he has the same stats, how the hell is he ranked below anybody else? That's what I don't like about PFF. You can use PFF for this, that, and the other, but when it comes to coverages, they're bad at it.
Well, let me ask you this:
Who was
how
really
many
good?
balls were thrown at Kirby compared to Hamilton?
I don't know. I think less, actually.
Freaking polar bear only hit 12 home runs.
Well, he'll be out the first round.
He already is. Ozuna and Gunner left to go, I believe. Pretty fetish farm? Is that what it says? I can't read that tiny thing on my phone.
Pretty foolish fans.
Oh, pretty fetish farm. Wow, my mind was not on par there.
I disagree because I watched him do very well in coverage.
You know what I still can't get over? That my Giants let go of the best safety and let him go to the Packers. This still hurts my heart. He's my favorite player on the team besides Dexter Lawrence.
I wish Kirby played Aaron Rodgers every week. That'd be funny.
Well, the guy would be a Hall of Famer in 2 years.
Hmm. Trying to look up some stats here.
Okay.
Oh, they only do offense here. Trying to look up the PFF board consists of Helen Keller, Stevie Wonder, Paul Merkel, John Dorn, Packers, and Cowboys pole smokers. That one was pretty good. Wow. You remember last year's chart for Jared Goff and how anything behind the line of scrimmage was red the last 2 seasons?
Okay.
In the flats is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And everything else was like green or yellow. And the only one that was bad was to the right, deep downfield.
Yes.
Now it's dead center downfield where the safeties sit in either single high or two zone, right? His
Okay.
quarterback rating on passes over 20 yards to the right is 156.3. His passes to the left over 25, and these are passer ratings, is 100.0. For all three of the 10 to 20-yard passes, it's 117.8 on the left, 125 over the middle, 102 to the right. At 10 yards to the line of scrimmage, it's 97.7 to the left, 116.5 to the right. Where he sucks at it is his right arm, 73.1. Wow. So that is hit center field, downfield, and 10 yards to line of scrimmage, 10 yards out to line of scrimmage. To the right is where he was the worst. In other
Isn't
words,
that where he threw the most?
I'm going to say probably right over the middle of the field is where he threw the most. But all three of them behind the line was basically around the league average 86.7, 86.9, 83.2. The league average is 87.6.
He's
Right.
still a bum.
You can say that, but I don't remember Daniel Jones ever having close to a 100 QBR rating after the year.
I don't remember Daniel Jones ever having the second coming of the Great Wall of Dallas as his fucking offensive line either.
Nope. And you won't.
We'll see. As soon as we get rid of freaking Evan Neal or get his ass to move inside, we'll be okay.
Yeah, that's went real well.
Yeah, it did. That bum. He refused to move inside.
He did it for Georgia. He won't do it for you.
I think he honestly wants out, is what it is.
And that happens to players. You know that losing gets to be a stigma. He came
Yeah,
into it, and they had a bad season. He got hurt that year, if I remember right. Wasn't that his rookie year? He got hurt.
dude, he's been hurt every year. The dude is fucking the DeAndre Swift of tackles.
Oh,
We got that Jermaine Elpinor or whatever his name is from the Raiders, who's a damn good tackle. We got him playing guard right now because Neil wouldn't move inside, and we're giving Neil the benefit of the doubt, but don't expect him to be our right tackle for long.
I don't envy you.
I think the team is trending in the right direction. I
Right.
think we just screwed ourselves with the ball having a solid game plan his first year and getting us to the playoffs where we should have been a 5-win team and had a top six pick.
Mm. I think you
But
guys screwed up putting Tommy Cutlet in because he actually proved he was a decent quarterback for a few games.
yeah, we definitely did. But that was the only guy we had left on the team that was healthy.
I know. Your old line was that bad.
Oh, well, Daniel Jones, if you look at where he got hurt, like where he hurt his neck, it wasn't even like the offensive line. He tried running forward, and the guy's got a brittle neck now. It's his second or third injury,
Right.
and then he tore his ACL on some BS. If I'm not mistaken, it was Evan Neal getting pushed back into him and him going over. But hey, man, I'm
Yeah.
not going to complain about it. We got a couple running backs that I'm liking. I really like freaking that kid from Purdue. What was it? Tyrone Tracy, Devin Singletary. We all know what we get with Devin Singletary. The same production
Yeah.
as
3
Barkley,
yards
or
break
if it,
broken leg.
exactly, he'll do the same thing Barkley did last year, yards wise, for like an eighth of the price.
3 yards per carry and a broken leg and missed 5 games. We got it. That's Devin Singletary in a nutshell.
Yeah, he did pretty good last year. If you don't remember,
Yeah. For the Texans,
yeah, Texans.
different field. Not MetLife. Not the field of Nice.
You're not wrong there. But on a side note, since they changed the turf last year, though, the injuries were down.
Right. I mean, I saw you guys had a total of 15 less injuries last season with all the teams combined. Congratulations.
That's a lot.
It is a lot. I said congratulations. You guys were averaging 14 a year. You guys only had, what was it, a total of 4 last season?
Something, something like that. If they would just renovate the stadium and throw up a dome to get rid of the freaking chance of rain getting on that field, it'd be fine.
Uh, Eric Dalton says, crap, do you think they could have gotten worse than last year? Only Chicago pulls that rabbit out of the hat every year.
Man, there's no way the Giants are a worse team than they were last year. It's just going to be different.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
But I think that if Daniel Jones struggles to get Malik Neighbors that ball and get him it a lot, it is the end of Daniel Jones in New York. My biggest fear, though, with the Giants is actually their cornerback. Deontay Banks is a star, but we got Cordell Flott and Drew Phillips freaking battling for CB2, and I'm not sold on either one of them being able to do what DeAndre Banks did last year.
Deontay Banks is now your CB1, right?
He started last season as their CB1 as a rookie. It was him and Trey Hawkins, and they had Adoree Jackson kicked inside to nickel, and
I
then
think
Jackson.
until somebody asked, do I think Aaron Rodgers and the Jets deserve more attention than the Giants? No, they're going to get it because it's New York media. Giants and Jets get the same type of attention from New York media. Ask Leonard. That's not anything.
Yeah, that's not a like work of fiction where we all say that New York media is crazy. They freaking put every single thing under a microscope.
And what's crazy, and a lot of people don't realize it. Chicago media is pretty rough on their guys too. Detroit guys have it easy. And when Jared Goff said what he said, I'm going back and I'm going to retract it. He was a little bitch.
I said that right off the bat. Like, he's a
I know.
pussy.
I had to think about it for a minute, and then I looked at what Chicago media does to their sports people, and what LA does to their sports people, what Dallas does to their sports people. Detroit players got it easy here unless they play for the Red Wings or Pistons.
Dude, they even have it easy for the Pistons, though, because they expect them to be bad.
No. We didn't expect them to be that bad last year.
But they expect them to be bad, not, like, historically bad.
Yeah. We didn't expect it. And so is Philly media. Philly media is awful.
Everything Philly is awful. It's trash. It's a cesspool.
Oh, come on. You live close.
I live like 2 hours from Philly.
Yeah, like I said, you live close enough. The cesspool reaches your front yard.
You can still smell the stench coming from that shitty place.
The semifinals are set for the home run derby. It's Bobby Witt Jr., Alec Boehm, Jose Ramirez, and Teoscar Hernandez. Gunnar Henderson did not advance.
My money was on the polar bear.
Yeah, you were out a long time ago.
Dude, it is so not Pete Alonso like totally hit 12 home runs.
Yeah.
I knew I shouldn't have went with him though because I've had a feeling that he hasn't been swinging the bat right this year. Alec Boehm leading it had the worst odds to win. He was plus 2,200 to win.
Did you throw $5 on it?
No, I fucking wish I did.
LOL, they say the same thing about New York. I know they do. Ugh. It's fun listening to City's trash. Aaron Rodgers is going to be under a microscope all this year. Yep.
I'm not.
As much as I hate to say it, I want him to get hurt in the first quarter before he completes another pass.
I don't. I want Aaron Rodgers to go to the Jets and take them to the playoffs. Honestly, and then I want him to lose in horrific fashion in either the AFC Championship game or the Super Bowl. Just
So,
so they get just that close and get their hearts broken.
in other words, I'd want it to happen before the AFC Championship game because you know that's been his mantra with Green Bay. I'd want it to be the divisional round. That way they can say, "Hey, look, it's now Aaron Prescott, Kirk Rogers, and Dak Cousins."
Yeah, but Aaron's won one though, so it'll never be that.
But it'd be funny to say
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd love to see him go to the Super Bowl and they get blown out like 45-0.
by the Lions.
Oh, dude, I don't care if it's by freaking like the Redskins.
I don't
I
see
just
that.
want the Jets to get that close and then fall on their face again.
Buddy Kikito says LOL. You missed it. I was doing announcements when people came in. I wasn't ready for you. Otherwise, I'd have did something like,
You got to get the song from Night at the Roxbury.
Yoli Cruz, top fan in the house.
Your favorite radio host died the other day, JB.
Which one?
Dr. Ruth.
No, that wasn't my favorite one.
Yes, it was.
I never once listened to her show. I watched it once because it was on late night after the news as an adult. But yeah, it wasn't interesting to me. Listening to her talk, it was like fingernails on a chalkboard.
Dude, she just has such an iconic voice, though. 93 years old, lady's talking about getting pounded out on the radio. It was awesome.
Yeah, she asked how we're doing. I'm doing great. I think Leonard is relaxed. Are you relaxed, Leonard,
No, shut up.
or are you still slightly frustrated? Oh.
My wife said she's gonna slap you.
Okay, so you're not frustrated. You're relaxed. Got it.
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
Considering when you first stopped in, I heard the cigarette light up. I'm gonna say you're relaxed.
But see, that is such a like jaded statement in general, right there. Because I light a cigarette like 40 times a day.
I know, but God, no, this is funny. Love you, Mrs.
I get it. It's funny.
Letter. Love you, Mrs. Letter. I know why you're off camera.
She said you're pushing it, JB.
Besides, we don't need Orlando seeing your titties. Sam Kinison on Dr. Rose. When's the last time you sucked a D? Was it on a dinosaur? Oh, we have too much fun on this show. Oh. If I didn't love you like a brother, I wouldn't pick on you, my man.
Yeah, likely story, motherfucker.
Had a good time last night. Lucky your channel isn't centered. NFL team will have the greatest win-loss record improvement. As much as I hate to say it, it's going to happen on the bottom side of the
It's
NFC
gonna be the Jets.
this year. Uh, it could be, but I think either Washington or the Giants could make a play.
Giants
Hey,
better not.
I just think they could be that much more improved because both rosters improved dramatically on the defensive side. I mean, Frankie Luvo and everybody they added for Washington is pretty damn good.
Washington added a ton of good players.
Yeah, a lot more than a lot of the NFL experts are giving them credit for. Somebody said it was a bottom five roster. I don't see it.
Hell no.
I seen it as a middle of the road roster. Don't you at this point?
Yes, if
Nothing super
not better than
flashy,
middle of the road.
nothing super flashy, but everything's like good to okay, right?
Jaden Daniels is super flashy. I'll say that.
Yeah, but that's all on potential. Like that's like saying Caleb Williams is super flashy. You know what I'm saying? I'm at that point where it's a rookie quarterback. I stymie my expectations on them. Not every rookie quarterback that comes out you can be C.J. Stroud.
You want to know what team I think's gonna be good this year? Nobody else does. The Tennessee Titans.
I think they're trash.
I think Will Levis is gonna surprise people.
Well, he's not going to surprise me.
Yes, he is. He's
I,
gonna put his mayo in your coffee.
I see Shane's been taking lessons from you on how to react to the guys that lose out on him because
Wait, say again?
He had Ozuna making the finals, and he's like, "Damn, Ozuna's a bum because he didn't even make it out of the first round."
Dude, we were all pissed off the other night because we've all been running this parlay where it's been Judge, Gunner, Otani, right?
Yeah,
It's hit
and
like
one of them
10
just
times this
pops
year.
out
And
every
the
time.
night that none of us freaking thought to play the home runs, all of them hit. We were like, God damn it. That was a $10 freaking to $1,500 freaking jump right there. We all freaking missed it that day like idiots.
Wasn't that just like 2 days ago?
Yes.
The day when everybody in Major League was hitting home runs, including Riley Green and Matt Burling and everything else.
Yup. That was some bullshit. We were just like, come on, man.
Was that Sunday
We,
or
we
Saturday?
all decided, I think it was a Saturday, and we all decided we were going to play small ball and just take little tiny things instead of making our long shots like we do every day. And of course, boom, again.
Didn't you lose your parlay because you missed it by one strikeout?
Yeah, because your goddamn coach freaking bench Jack Flattery, bastard. It didn't matter if you were up by 10 or not. Let him pitch one more goddamn inning.
At least get you one more out.
Exactly. It's all I needed, which is one more strikeout.
um, let's see. In the AFC, It could be the Titans, but I think it might be the Jags. Um, I the Colts they all had 9 wins in that division except for the Titans, right? They had 8.
Yes.
So there really isn't that much to improve in the AFC South other than not have 3 teams below 10 wins.
Yeah. The Colts, I
James
think, could be a
still
good
had
team.
a
I really
spoiler.
do. I think they win more with Anthony Richardson if he can stay healthy.
If he can stay healthy is the key. I can't wrap my head around him staying healthy right now. That's where I'm at.
He needs to start doing some DDP yoga.
He needs to start doing some PEDs. Put some meat on them damn bones.
Either that or just do some PCP before he starts playing. Then if he gets hurt, it won't matter. He won't feel it.
6 first-round QBs drafted. How many will be the starter by the end of the season? 4.
Wait. You mean how many are actually going to be like starting this season or
At the
have
end of
started
the season.
games? Oh,
No,
ooh.
by the end of the season, how many of them will be starting? I'm going to say 4. Michael Penix almost has no shot to start.
Yeah. It's going to take an injury to Kirk Cousins for Penix to start. Which
Bo
still,
Nix,
man,
Bo
Bo Nix
Nix,
starts.
he
Sorry.
may not.
I think Bo Nix is going to be the starter, and I think he's going to put up better numbers than the rest of the class.
I can see
And I
that.
lo- and I low key fucking hate Bo Nix.
Right. I don't think JJ sniffs the field till after week 8. I think they're going to let Darnold hang himself out to dry.
I think it just makes sense there to let JJ sit the entire year.
Me too. I'm just saying,
Because
unless it gets really bad, there's no way you see him before week 8.
there's not. And now that they have Justin Jefferson locked up with the contract, there's no need to rush JJ McCarthy along.
Right. I mean, they've already said how much he struggled reading the defenses. They said he struggled to hit routes. And this is in 7-on-7s, not even 11-11. Imagine once they let these guys start rushing at him. Cardinals could have a decent year. I heard they bought Gene Simmons stage boots for Murray so he could see over the line. Oh, that's great. Uh, they
Dude,
double.
you know what though? Go look at Kyler Murray's stats. He doesn't have any issue with like his seeing over the line.
No,
His problem is he likes to run out of the pocket too much and try to get out of the freaking thing instead of running to throw the ball.
right. He plays hero ball too much.
He does play hero ball. I don't
And
care, man. I'm always gonna like Kyler Murray. There's just something about that little guy. You're like that
that
little toddler ass bitch running around there trying to make plays. I love it.
still, you remember when Kyler Murray first signed his contract? That video I posted in the
Yep.
in the show that day, the remote control car flying down the expressway.
Uh huh.
Look, there goes Kyler Murray trying to cash his check. You died. Oh,
JB, we gotta turn the channel into a Call of Duty streaming thing. Then we try to get Kyler to hop into the stream.
good lord, we'd probably get an interview if we did. Talking to top 100 player. We'd probably get more players to come on if we did a gaming stream.
Dude, we 100% would. You know how many of them end up getting into freaking games in Madden or 2K or stuff like that with random people that we could watch?
He runs out of the pocket because he can't see over the line. Believe it or not, Kyler Murray actually has a decent completion percentage over the middle, which negates your comment, Eric. It's outside the numbers that he has the bad numbers because he's running away from contact. He doesn't do good with off platform throws.
He doesn't, but Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to make him look even better this year.
If you can get it to him, absolutely.
He just got to get it in his area because Harrison catches some really nasty shit.
Right. Well, it is that time where you get to say your favorite thing about our favorite team to talk crap about. What is
Oh,
it, Leonard?
it's fuck the Packers.
Yeah, twice on Mondays.
Meh.
And of course, our favorite sponsor, because they actually pay us. Brandon Service, right at the corner of Grand Traverse and West Atherton Road, 602 West Atherton Road in Flint, Michigan, where the tires are good, but the water's shit. Used tires starting at $40. If you need new tires, please call 810-233-8230 to get your quote. Talk to George Red or myself. If you mention this ad and you're buying a set of tires, you will get $10 off.
JB,
Yeah,
you should tell them to pay me in tires.
I get free tires.
I hate you.
I just don't get free new tires.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm doing like 60,000 miles a year just back and forth to work, so I need new tires.
I know. Oh, so Murray has minstrels like Sir Robin, brave Sir Robin, bravely ran away. Yes, that's it.
Wow.
I know what he's referring to there to you.
No, off the top of my head, sir.
Monty Python and the Quest for the Holy Grail.
Yep.
Sir Robin, the chicken-hearted.
Dude, random thing. I bought an electric lunchbox the other night. It
Okay.
plugs into the car and it keeps everything cold. It's like a mini refrigerator,
Oh,
but it's a lunchbox.
right. I've had those. Those are cool.
Do they work good?
They work fine as long as you don't leave it in your car when it's super hot out, plugged in,
Good point.
because you will come out to a dead battery and warm food.
I think I'd be more pissed off about the warm food.
And Buddy Conquito comes in with the F the Bears, fuck the Bears. Yeah.
Fuck the Bears.
There you go.
The Bears.
Well, guys, try every day to be a better person than you were the day before. That's the only way to make the world a better place. It starts right here. Much love to everybody in the chat. It was great to see everybody. Tune in tomorrow.